Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Nate, and I'm here with an out of the theater review. Now, it's been a while since I've done one of these, but I got to check out the new movie Shelby Oaks, which comes out in 2 weeks on the 24th of October. This is the directorial debut of YouTuber and movie reviewer Chris Stuckmann, who's like an OG YouTube movie reviewer. A lot of people know him, I'm sure. If you're watching me right now, you probably know who Chris Stuckmann is. And I went to the screening and I wanted to give you my thoughts on the movie. Before I do, if you would, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already. And of course, hit the bell icon that we get notified when new videos drop. Also, give me a thumbs up down below and leave me a comment if this is a movie you are looking forward to or if you saw it as well. Did you like it or hate it? I want to know your thoughts. Okay, so this is, as I said, the directorial debut of Chris Stuckmann. He also wrote the movie. Mike Flanagan's name pops up as an executive producer here. I gotta say, I wasn't sure what to expect going into the movie. I know it's a horror movie. That's about my extent of what I know about it. I saw the first trailer. Didn't really get much as far as what the storyline's gonna be, which I like. Now that I have seen it, we're gonna do like we always do. Pros and cons, good and bad. We'll start with the good. I do think for a first-time filmmaker, the direction is solid. It is definitely solid. Now, let's get one thing straight right out the gate. This is a lower budget movie. This is not like a, big studio film with a crazy budget. It's a lower budget movie. It feels at times like that, but not in a bad way per se. It just feels like it's a small movie and it really works. I think the style was very interesting where in the beginning of the movie, it kind of starts off like a mockumentary style movie. And then as it progresses a little bit, it just turns into like a regular movie, like a regular narrative driven movie, no cameras, no mockumentary. And then towards the end, it revisits that mockumentary style. So it kind of bounces in and out, but it's not confusing at all. It kind of reminded me of Late Night with the Devil in that way, where, you're watching this talk show, but then in between, when they go off stage, you're getting behind the scenes, and that's obviously not actually filmed like the talk show. So it kind of reminded me of that. This movie does remind me of a few other movies. Now, I'm torn because we don't do spoilers. I try not to spoil anything. So I don't necessarily want to say what those movies are because I feel like that might have you going in thinking of those things. And I'd rather you kind of just find out for yourself. But it definitely reminded me of some classic films that are very good. I mean, if you're going to take some ideas from horror movies, you may as well go with some classic ones. So it definitely felt familiar in some of the story beats. But again, the style is pretty unique and I enjoyed it. As far as the scares go, it's pretty creepy. I'm impressed. It was pretty creepy. There was some audience reaction. My theater was all the way full. Obviously, as it's a screening, it was packed. And there was definitely some reactions to some of the stuff that was happening. There were some uhs and some oohs and some ahs and some scares. So, people were definitely reacting to it. There's no jump scares really. I mean, there's one or two attempts at them. I didn't really jump at those, but it is creepy. It is atmospheric. There's some scenes where it's ooh, that was kind of chilling. So I definitely think that works. On the negative side, again, I feel like it's a little derivative of some other movies. So while it is original in, the way it tells the story, it does feel familiar as well. And, in the pros, I said, if you're going to copy some movies, at least pick good ones, which it is, but it still kind of copies them. So I wish it was a little more original. But again, this is a first-time filmmaker, first time writing and directing his movie. I think he did a really good job. I don't think this is some sort of game changer of a horror film or some kind of, movie that's going to go on to be this just beloved film. But what I do think it shows is that Chris Stuckmann is a talented filmmaker. And I think his next movie might be even better. And so for that, I'm looking forward to what he does next. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I think it's solid, a good, solid, creepy, spooky horror movie. Definitely check it out when it comes out in 2 weeks. I recommend it. Just, have your expectations. Some people might like it more than me. Don't go in expecting the next great horror film because I don't really think it's that. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on this movie. And until next time, take it easy.